Chapter 8. How much power does the prosecutor have in your driving without insurance case? That's a good question. Answer, the prosecutor has a lot of power in your case. And as you read above, the prosecutor is also not your friend. The prosecutor's only job is to convict you of the driving without insurance charges that have been laid against you. So convicting you, it's pretty easy. It's the prosecutor's job to prove that you committed the offense of driving without insurance according to the Compulsory Automobile Insurance Act. And unfortunately for you, it's relatively easy to convict you of this charge. Generally, the prosecutor needs to prove that at the time of the offense, your vehicle was not insured. But that's not the end of the story, and this part is really, really important. The prosecutor needs to make two decisions. First decision, whether they have enough evidence to get a conviction, and that's generally pretty easy to do in these types of cases. And the second decision is, even if there is sufficient evidence, they need to decide whether it is in the interest of justice to pursue the charges against you given the circumstances. This second decision is really, really important because the law gives the prosecutor the power to decide whether they're going to move ahead with the charge or not. If they move ahead, then that means the conviction that you're going to face has the serious penalties associated with driving without insurance. If, however, the prosecutor decides it does not make sense to move ahead, the prosecutor may then drop the charges as they are not in the interest of public or in the interest of justice. Sounds good, right? Well, it does sound good because it is good. However, the prosecutor is the only person who can decide to proceed or not to proceed with the charges. And that is exactly the reason why the prosecutor has a lot of power. The prosecutor will be the one determining whether to proceed with the charge or not. So what's the bottom line? The prosecutor matters a lot. If the prosecutor decides not to give you a break, well, that's not good. But it's not over. It may be possible to convince the prosecutor why it does make sense to give you a break. And getting the prosecutor to change their mind, it does happen. But there are a lot of factors that go into making that decision. Obviously, the facts of your case matter, but there are other factors that may play a huge role in the prosecutor's decision. And these include the jurisdiction in which you are charged and who the prosecutor is. So get free advice. Call a lawyer. The good news is that you can get a free consultation and help clarify a lot of these issues.